How's it going, everyone? Bass here. So today was officially the last Packers OTA practice that is open to the media. They do have one on Thursday, but it's not open to the media, so there won't be any clips from that practice. And I do have a few clips today to react to and break down. This is the last set of practices until training camp, which starts July 27th, which is 43 days away. And today, a lot of the veterans were already gone. They left Green Bay after mandatory minicamp last week. So not many players are here today. It was kind of a short practice. Again, it's not mandatory. About 58 of the total 90 players were here today. It's not an official number, but that was kind of around where it was. The only starters that were here today were Rashan Gary, which love to see. Yosh Nijman, Jon Runyan, Royce Newman, Josh Myers, Mason Crosby, and Pat O'Donnell. That's it. Short list. And it's nice to see these starters out there, especially Rashan Gary and the offensive line, as well as Mason Crosby getting in some more snaps with Pat O'Donnell being the new holder. Mason Crosby did return to kicking today after being in the rehab group last week. But because there's not many players and it was kind of a short practice, not many clips today, but nonetheless, let's get into them. So with the first clip, we have Jordan Love just doing some warm-up passes here. First one to Samori Toure. Big day for all the young guys, obviously. All the rookies and the young wide receivers. He threw to tight end Elise Mack on that second one there. But as I said, with all the starters basically being out, Allen Lazard not there. I would assume he wasn't there yesterday either. Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, all those guys aren't there. So big day for the young guys. Amari Rodgers, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Samori Toure, Danny Davis all got a lot of reps today. And here's linebacker Quay Walker doing a strafe and attack drill, looking as athletic and fast as he has all of camp so far. Again, really liked what I saw or what I've seen from Quay Walker so far. Looks really quick, really fast on his feet. He got a lot of good first-team reps today, so that's good to see as well. Like I said, just a really good day for all the young guys. And here's Rashan Gary running a drill, and very impressed with him being here today. Usually the veterans, they're not going to go to these, especially the one after mandatory minicamp week, because, they already went through that practice. They're going to go home pretty much on vacation. And Rashan Gary's still out here putting in that work, still grinding. I expect an even bigger year from him this year. He is putting in all the work. Super, super excited about him. A lot of people are saying he's a dark horse defensive player of the year candidate. I do believe Rashan Gary could go up to those levels. We saw last year leading pressures on the defense. Just a really, really good ascending edge rusher. And he's clearly, like I said, putting in that work. Super, super hype about that. And here's TJ Slayton running a defensive line drill. Another player, it's going to have a interesting year because they added Devontae White in the draft. They added Jerron Reed in free agency. So you kind of wonder, what are they going to do with TJ Slayton? He's still that prototypical nose tackle type of player to stop the run. So he definitely will get his snaps. But he's going to have to obviously work for it, so it's nice seeing him out here during these OTAs, obviously getting in the snaps, probably a lot of them with the first team, which is really good to see. But the Packers have a good amount of depth at defensive line now after drafting Wyatt. And that hasn't been the case for a long time. So really interested to see year 2 for TJ Slayton here. And that actually does it for all the clips. Like I said, very short practice, not many players. That was literally all the clips that were put out on Twitter, only 4 of them. It's the end of OTAs. It's another 46 days until training camp. Everyone's, shutting down for a little bit for the summer portion of the offseason. Obviously, we'll get back into it July full force. But quickly, I wanted to go over some practice notes for some of the sessions that aren't open to video, such as red zones and 2-minute drills and all of that. So firstly, I want to go over the starting offense. Obviously, Jordan Love was at quarterback with Aaron Rodgers out. Tyler Goodson was the starting running back with, I think, Kylan Hill, A.J. Dillon, and Aaron Jones all being out. And then Tyler Davis starting tight end. And then the 3 starting receivers were Romeo Doubs, Amari Rodgers, and Christian Watson. It was the same O-line as most practices, as most of these guys were here again, as they've been most of all OTAs and minicamp. Cole Van Lanen at left tackle, Jon Runyan left guard, Josh Myers at center, Royce Newman right guard, and Yosh Nijman right tackle. Their second team, Cole Van Lanen swapped to right guard, which is the first time we've really seen that, and Royce Newman swapped out to right tackle, so they just swapped there. So clearly they're trying multiple guys at right tackle because they kind of don't really have a true starter at right tackle right now. I do believe Yosh Nijman can do it, and he probably will end up being that guy if Elton Jenkins can't go week 1. But it's always good to give guys reps at that spot that's kind of an unknown right now, with Cole Van Lanen getting reps out there, Yosh Nijman. I would assume Zach Tom has gotten a few reps out there as well. Amari Rodgers did get a lot of first-team reps today with all the vets not being there, so good to get him a lot of those reps, and actually had a really nice practice as well. Juwan Winfrey did return after being out last practice, so good to see there. The issue with Winfrey last year was, a training camp star, and then all of a sudden gets hurt and doesn't play a single preseason game. If he has any chance of making this roster, he's going to have to stay on the field, so good to see him getting back out there. And then as for defense, the starting defense with all these guys out, the defensive line in base was Devontae Wyatt, Slayton, and Heflin. And then at outside linebacker at edge, it was Rashan Gary and Kobe Jones. At inside linebacker, it was Quay Walker and Isaiah McDuffie. At cornerbacks, Keandre Thomas and KB and Ento. And Rico Gafford came in and nickel in the slot. And then safeties were Ennis Gaines and Vernon Scott. And Quay Walker was essentially linebacker 1, so he was making the calls on defense. He was essentially the Devondre Campbell role, which was good to see him getting those reps as well, calling out the defense. And he actually made a couple nice reaction plays during the 2-minute drills. Romeo Doubs, Juwan Winfrey, and Amari Rodgers all scored in red zone reps. And then to finish off practice, they obviously do the 2-minute drills, and Jordan Love had a really nice last 2-minute drill, finding Christian Watson, Danny Davis, Juwan Winfrey on a crucial 41-yard post on 3rd and 5, and then finish it off with 5 seconds left with a touchdown to Samori Toure on a quick slant. But overall, it was a very short practice, like I said, with little to no starters or veteran players. So just like I said, it's good to get these young guys and these rookies out there getting some meaningful snaps, first team reps, and all of that. But that about does it for this one. I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. It's going to be, like I said, 46 days until training camp. It's going to feel like a really long time, but we'll be there before we know it. Really, really excited for training camp and preseason, of course. And if you want more Packers news analysis and updates almost daily, if you are new here, go down, click that subscribe button if you like my content, and also leave a like on the video. But that about does it for this one. I'll catch you on the next one. As always, go Pack Go.